Okay, welcome back to my channel. So today I will be doing a more in-depth eyebrow tutorial explaining what I use and why I use it to keep my eyebrows on all day. So let me just explain a couple of things that I do use. I like to use a primer. I've been using the MAC Prep and Prime to prime my eyes. My Anastasia dip brow in the shade dark brown. I've been using to set it with a powder, the BH Cosmetics Flawless Brow Trio. And for concealer, I've been using this MAC Duo Combo. And my setting powder, my AirSpun translucent powder in Naturally Neutral. For the makeup tools that I use, typically it's these three same items that I've been using, have been my go-to for a couple of years. My Anastasia brush, see it's taped up, it's really old. And I like this to shape and use my pomade. Then I'll use this Morphe Angled Rose Gold brush that I've been having for a couple of years as well for my concealer to shape my brows. And then I like this Real Techniques buffing brush. It says it's a deluxe concealer brush, but I like it to smooth out the concealer and to buff it out after I've carved up my eyebrows and everything. So what I'm going to do now is start the tutorial for my eyebrows, explaining, what I use, again, how I brush my brows up into shape, to its natural shape. And then once I've done that, I'll take my MAC Prep and Prime. You can use any type of eyeshadow primer. I just like this one because I've just been really using it. I'm trying to use it up. So, and it's almost gone. I'm like down to my last squiggly. So I'll take about that much and just pat it on my eyebrow. So I'll use this one, just a little fluffy brush. And what I do next is take my translucent powder and I set the primer on my eyebrows. And I don't take a whole bunch, I just make sure it's mostly all over it. I just set it, because you don't want your brows to be white. You just want to set the primer. Anastasia dip brow. And what I like to do is take a good amount, so I put it on the back of my hand so that I can smooth it out like I want it. And I've been using this pan for like a year. It really lasts a really long time. So what I do is put it on the back of my hand like this. It's easy for me to manage that way, and then I get the most precise brows without it being bulky. Then I just trace the bottom. And then I draw that tail. Then I trace the tail lightly with what's still on the brush, and then I'll start filling in the top, connecting it with that brow tail. Okay, and then I just comb up what's in what I drew on up into my brows without adding any more product. Okay, so as you can see, that's for that brow. And then what I would do is go in with the Flawless Brow Trio. And I like to use the powder and the pomade, just lightly dabbing it, just to deepen up and set the pomade, mainly the tail end of it. Then I take this taupey shade and put it in the front area of my brow to keep it light. And then we'll just comb everything together with the other end of the brow brush. Okay, so now what I want to do to carve out and conceal, I'm going to take the lighter shade to do the under eye and the darker shade to do the upper brow carving of it. And I just pack it on my brush. Now you've got a good bit on your brush, then you can start to carve out. I have too much, but then you can start to carve out your brow. Shade and carve out the top of my brow. Okay, so that pretty much does it for the brow. And then I'll take my Real Techniques brush and buff out any harshness. Okay, and that's my brow. So I'm going to go ahead and do my other brow, and then we'll be right back. Okay, so now that's both of my brows. And remember, they're gonna be sisters and not twins because they're not really perfect. Um, but this is both of my brows completed, and then you can just keep buffing it out as you like it. I'll use these colors because typically when I do my brows, I'm gonna go ahead and do a whole full face makeup. So this is what I like to start with. And if you have a brow pencil, you can definitely use that too. I use mine every now and then. It's not a go-to item for me because I like the way they come out with the products I use. I don't really set my brows either, only because I use so much product that's already setting them, such as the primer and the setting powder and stuff like that. So I feel like they set themselves and they stay pretty good all day for me when I use this way of doing my brows. So the last thing I'm doing now is just kind of sweeping up in my brows to make them look more natural at the start of my brows. So with that, you can see that was fairly quick and easy to do. I hope you enjoyed my eyebrow tutorial, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you.